Milton is just hours away from slamming into Florida's Gulf Coast as a powerful Category 3 hurricane. 4 major bridges in the Tampa Bay area, including the famous Sunshine Skyway Bridge, are now closed. This is a live look at Columbia Drive Bridge. Milton's wind field has more than doubled in size since yesterday, now stretching from Miami to Savannah, Georgia.
I urge everyone in Hurricane Milton's path to follow all safety instructions as we head to the next 24 hours. It's literally a matter of life and death.
And this is a live look. While things are just getting rough out there, over 30,000 people are hunkered down in shelters, bracing for impact. The winds are whipping up and tornadoes are already causing chaos before the storm even makes landfall.
The National Weather Service has issued 90 tornado warnings in Florida and counting today. Several have been issued in a single state in a single day. This tornado was caught on a traffic camera as Milton's rain bands came ashore this morning. The massive twister, as you can see, was actually crossing Interstate 75 in Miami.
There have been at least 11 tornadoes confirmed so far. This video right from the Florida Turnpike in Ochopee, just 70 miles from where that last video was taken. Chief Meteorologist Emily Walls is leading our team coverage of Milton and tracking the storm.
Well, as you can tell, there's a lot of threats that come along with this. So it's not just the wind, it's not just the storm surge and all of the rain, but there you saw those photos of the tornadoes that have been spawning across the Florida area as well. Right now, here's what we have. The latest update has this at 120 miles per hour with the maximum sustained winds. The wind gusts are up to 150 miles per hour. It's moving northeasterly at around 17 miles per hour. And currently, the center of circulation is about 100 miles southwest of the Tampa area. So let's take a look at the satellite and radar here. You can see all of those outer bands that have been working their way through Florida. And again, this is where we've been seeing a lot of those tornadoes developing too. So there's a lot of spin with those outer bands. And here's where it's headed. So sometime late tonight, we're likely looking at a landfall as a Category 3, somewhere very close to Bradenton, possibly the Sarasota area, and then working its way across the Florida Peninsula, weakening down to a Category 1. But still, this is going to be maintaining hurricane strength as it crosses the entire state of Florida. So even the East Coast is going to be dealing with storm surge. I'll have your local forecast coming up.
You have to see these drone shots showing a ghost town in Treasure Island, Florida. This usually a packed tourist spot is bracing for Hurricane Milton, and the streets are already covered in sand and debris. People there barely got back on their feet after Hurricane Helene, and now the bridge of the island is shut tight as police officers urge everyone to get out.
Kennedy Hayes is live in Lakeland, just about 30 miles west of Tampa. Kennedy, how are the conditions there?
Sylvia, I can tell you that wind and the rain has really started to pick up going in and out. As far as the people, they say, although it's 45 minutes away from Tampa here in Lakeland and we're more inland, this area is still very prone to flooding because so many homes are surrounded by lakes. We are under a flood watch in this area from now until tomorrow afternoon. More than 20 emergency shelters are open across Polk County. As you can imagine, those shelters are filling up very quickly. One woman entering the shelter told me Milton will be her second hurricane after Helene here in Lakewood. When Helene hit, she stayed home unharmed, but this time she wanted to evacuate but couldn't afford to, so this shelter was her best option.
It's just like I have a 3-year-old at home. We feel like the power is going to go out, and we just didn't want to risk it, and we don't know how long and how uncomfortable that might be, so we felt like the shelter might be a better place.
More than 114,000 customers are already without power across Florida, including about 100 here in Polk County. In Lakeland, Florida, Kennedy Hayes, Fox 32 Chicago.